got not too much time left. Things are getting scary. Very, very scary. Here we go. As I've mentioned before in chat already, I have changed some settings around, so hopefully I sound better and that the quality is better overall. But if we start getting any drops or anything, just let me know in chat, and I'll have to change settings back. But I think overall, it should be better. Hopefully. Hope I did it right. Okay. Let's do this. Oh yeah, it's actually, I actually have it loaded right in. So as you can see, 4:59:58, about 5 hours left. And today, what I'm looking to do is tie up the very, very loose ends, so that tomorrow, the goal tomorrow is to just do playtesting and bug fixing, because I haven't played with anyone else yet, and I feel like as soon as I do that, everything's gonna fall apart. I'm kind of preparing for that. So that's today's whole focus, is making sure everything works up. But first, let me do that pin message thing like Ofek told me to do in the Twitch. Here we go. Here we go. Hit that. Yay! Oh. There we go. Okay. So first thing on the list, I made a small little list for myself. I want to fine tune the sprint speed, to maybe include some stamina mechanic. That's like the one big thing. The other big thing is some type of world border, because there's nothing pushing players towards the middle. And then some of the small changes I want to do, Sergio was talking about some tweaks so that the sniper shots don't lose damage when they fly past, and that shotgun shots should lose more damage on flight. Well, you know, like the long range compared to the short range or the multi. And then there's also some operator settings I want to do. We still have to build an area in the team selection area, because that's like fully empty still. And we also need to work on that one big thing in the middle that I waited for movement mechanics for. Hi Jack, welcome to the stream. How are you today? The one thing I didn't mention, as you might have noticed, is anything power-up related or shop related, because I don't think I have time for that. Especially if tomorrow is meant to just be playtesting. Hopefully, just playtest. We'll see. Whoa, okay. So, let's start this up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go! First thing we have to actually do is test something that I left on a cliffhanger last time. That was, we might have removed the bug that made chat messages get sent 3 times at the end of a game, and we actually have no idea if that worked or not, so let's go see that. Oh. That's not good. How did I immediately launch myself into just the worst thing ever? What? Okay, game is frozen. Why the round's infinite up? Huh? What did I do? Okay, one team left check. We have this guy here. And, oh, does it not have player in game? That's the issue. Okay, this was a mistake on my part for something that actually won't affect the real game. You need that tag, and I'm gonna also spawn you with that tag. My bad. It was great. It was a great start, you know, just right into everything falling apart. I forgot I did that change. Okay. Grab this part. And let's also toss that over on you. I forgot the last closing bracket. Okay, everything should be fine now, and I shouldn't have infinite rounds. That's funny, because we were winning at the exact same rate. It was always a tiebreaker round. Oops. That should be good now. right? Yes. Except that now someone's got to lose. Oh, okay, let's see if the text work though. There's only one, and also the armor stand got brought with me. Oops. But hey, we fixed chat. Good. We actually have a fix to a bug. So next, we have to make a decision between, do we modify the stamina or the sprint to have a stamina mechanic, or do I do work on a custom world border? We can't use vanilla world borders because players who are in that area, the spawn area, will just be messed with. So we only got really two options. And I think world border is more important for the balance of the game. So I'm going to do that. The best part though is how. I'm thinking we need to do some system that involves, I guess, just radius, right? Like we're able to just detect when a player is within a radius. And so if they're not in that radius, like if they're out of a certain distance of a certain place in a certain time, then we can deal damage. I think that's the easiest way to do that. You can give hunger when players sprint and saturation when they sneak for the stamina. That is true. We're not using that yet. My other idea was to use the XP bar and just have it so when you run it decreases, and then when you're at 0 you aren't able to sprint, and then when you stop moving it will go up. But hunger bar makes more sense, like logically. I definitely think that's the better bar. So we'll get to that when we get there, but I want to do world border first. I think I have a small idea that could be really cool for a system of like a unique world border per game, but it seems it might be really tough. The idea is that we can use /spread players on non-player entities, right? I'm not sure how I did it though. I think it's something to do with how you execute it, and this would be really cool to randomize the location of where like the world border closes in on. Except I don't remember how I did it. It's probably something to do with like execute and like who to target. I'm guessing the only issue is if it doesn't respect the player. Actually, I'm trying to think about it. Since we're teleporting players during the intermission, if it happens during the intermission, the players won't be affected. As long as they just, if there's a special way to specify it. Like, does spread players just do it on all players at any point? Or is it just based on who's executed on it? Your alert, good luck. Thank you, Ofek. I appreciate the good luck. You have a good lurk. I'm not going to worry about the spread players thing yet. I am going to make it work just on a marker first. So let's get a marker in here. Hello, my new friend. You're going to represent the center. Yay. Name it, right? World Border Center. There you are. So we can either like hard code some system, or I'm trying to think if we can make it scoreboard based. I think we can't though, because I need to make it into like I need to affect the players based on a target selector distance, right? So it can't really like change based on a scoreboard. The idea is if I execute as a at this marker, we'll do it like this. MBT data name, and in this case it's world border center, like that. We'll just do this real quick, or no, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to figure out a way to test this really quickly, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. But anyway, the idea would be like at this as, you know, anyone tag equals player In game. Hi, Sergio. Welcome to the stream. We're working on world border, and then there's a lot of things that you told me I should do that we're gonna do after, like the stamina bar, because I need to get everything ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm planning on doing playtesting during the stream, so you better be there. I'm kidding, but you know it's gonna be fun. Right now, making a new marker, as you can tell with this name, World Border Center for the world border. You can guess why I'm selecting based on that. Maybe it's the center of the world border. Perhaps the game world border. The only issue with the game world border is that players who are in the lobby will get affected by it, and we don't want them to get affected by it because then we have issues. And I don't know how to like exclude someone from the world border. I don't think you can. I want to put type here. As anyone distance equals, and then this part has to be hard coded. Like, we'll do stuff like this, and then like a different number here. You know, whatever. And then this, of course, needs to be based on like a time, and we could set up a time, I guess, just through a scoreboard. We could make that real quick. So this is currently doing absolutely nothing. I could test it. Now from 20 blocks away. The only thing is, distance counts height, right? So how far is 20 blocks? Am I going crazy? That has to be more than 20. What's going on? I'm not in game, that's why I don't have this tag. I don't have this tag. But that's probably fine. So we need a new score. Whoa. That's F11. I forgot I could do that. We need to make this run while the game is running. Like, we need it ticking while the game is running. Which I actually don't have anything here except this that runs while the game is ticking, right? You just found an unlooted bastion? Let's go. Are you just playing like on a Minecraft server? Over here. So this runs every tick. This only turns off at the end of rounds and stuff. So yeah, I think we could just use this. Board. Players. Add. We're just gonna call this game time in the game data. Like that. And then we're going to set the it back to 0. This is beginning of game. That's not the beginning of the round. We're gonna do it when intermission time decreases, because this is a really useful area. What does this one do? Oh yeah. Make players face center at start. But it will use a lot of scores. In which way? In theory, I just need one game time, right? It will use a lot of commands because I need a lot of different distances. Here it is. So if it matches 0 or matches 99, that means that we just entered intermission. Or yeah, I guess I wanted to set the time when we start intermission. Well, we can set it at the start of intermission so that the world border like stops killing players when they're inside intermission. But we'll set it to a negative number so that it counts up. Yeah. In-game.data. Actually, this should be negative 99 so that it's at 0 when the game starts. Set game.time to hit 0 when intermission ends. Make a lot of command block to do it smoothly. Oh, are you saying that's the thing? Like, if you wanted to move in like smoothly, then yeah, you do have a problem. But it's probably just not gonna move in smoothly. The other option is to make it like a dynamic system. Hold on, I have a ping. Oh, never mind. Don't worry about that. We make it a dynamic system where there's a center and then there's like another marker. Also, this is a really funny way to spell border. Make it like another marker to mark out each corner. That's why that's not working either. I misspelled them. You know, so I could then have the markers move smoothly, I think. Because that will just be like a position thing. Can I make that change based on the scoreboard though? Store result, right? I can maybe store result in X and Z positions with execute. Results entity. There we go. If we restore the result in all of the markers, might be onto something. Might just be onto something. Type equals marker MBT. Doing it based on name is a little annoying because there's like a bunch of extra stuff here when in reality I probably don't need to use it. This is gonna be world border corner, and then we'll have one for positive X, positive Z, negative X, negative Z, and then the other combinations. Right. Yep. I think this might work actually. And then the path would just be like pause 0. Positions are doubles? Maybe? Let's find out. Entity myself. Where are the positions at? Where are the positions at? I forget. This is bad. I should know this. Motion's in doubles. Position should be in doubles. It's probably down here. Yeah, it's right here. It's in front of my face. It's doubles. This is gonna get weird. Maybe use secret marker that turn around the center. Are you saying something like circular? The distance stuff would be circular. This would probably no longer be circular because there's no way to like do, what's it called? Is there a way to do it? Because like my idea here would be like they constantly change their position based on the border center, and then if you're within a certain like DX and DZ of all of these, then it would do damage. Applies damage to player they collide. I'm not sure. Also, I don't know if this is the right data. Let me double check this. This might get really complicated really quickly doing it this way. It is named, not capitalized. Okay, we're good. Store results in the X run date, or it'd be scoreboard players get, and then we'll calculate it manually. It'll be like world border dot pause X in-game data. This might end up being a lot of commands this way. This is gonna get annoying, but like it'd be really easy to just do like a circle and just be like do the distance and make it like the radius between an edge marker in the center, like being able to place like a marker here, use that distance, and then that's the circle around. But like I don't think there's any easy way to do that with just command blocks. I might just have to make it square, because at least with square it's like, all right, if this is the pause X pause Z corner, if you have more positive or more positive X or Z, then you're out of the border, is the only thing I can like, think of. Okay, so this is gonna be different. We'll worry about you later. Let me also rotate this. Also, yeah, we can actually reuse some data here, and this will be nice. Wait, we don't need to do it based on corners. We could just do it based on sides, right? That'll be like way easier. Yeah, you'll just be the pause X and we'll have pause x, pause z, negative x, negative z. So they're not really corners, they're sides. World border side. I think this is gonna work, and it might take me a little bit, but it's gonna be cool. And I think I kind of know what I'm doing, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Name of this: world border side pause x. Copy that. Open you up. It just didn't save. I press cancel. It's gone. Wait. Oh, it's getting its data stored. There is no world border pause x, so I don't think it exists anymore. It's probably at 0, 0. Maybe over here. I need to set some data. We can use this, right? So as time increases, we need to decrease the distance. So I kind of need the x and z of the world border stored as a score, so then I can do math with it. Let's do that first. Store results, score, and yeah, it's gone. World border center x. Yeah, I'll put that in game data. There's so much gonna be inside game data. Run data get entity myself position 0, 1. I'm just gonna use full numbers with the 1 here. I'm gonna say scroll the decimals, or should I go like 1 decimal in? That way I can get center of blocks. I might just do 1 decimal in, and then I'll have to do this, but you know, we'll worry about that part later. So we need to copy this, throw this up top, change it to a chain real quick, and then we need to do the z. So it's gonna be a 2, position 2. This is gonna be a z here, not 2 z's. Wait, this is gonna be a problem. This needs to be an s. Yeah. Let's check out the scoreboard. Although it's gonna be full of so many things, I might not be able to even see the data. We'll see. Oh, it's up there. 445, 405. Is that? Yeah, that's technically right because I'm scaling it. Right? Right? This is at 445. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It is working. This is huge. Okay. So we have these in here. Let's move these here. World border x into score. This is world border, or I should put center. Whatever. I get the idea. Is a crafting table? Huh? What's a crafting table? So now it's time for the math. Now that we have those in here, we need to do some. How will you display the border? I'm thinking probably. I don't want to say particles, but particles are easy. It's just people turn those off. Maybe block displays. You know, like glass. It might look weird on the corners though. We'll see. You said this in a pause. Oh, my bad. So execute store results inside of a score. You are gonna be world border side x, right? Is that what I'm calling this? Side pause x. Long name. In game.data. We need to do some math. This is, oh wait, this is gonna be weird math. And with interpolation, you don't have to do so many commands for it. I mean, in theory, I'm gonna have the markers moving, so I just need to teleport it to the marker. Right, I'll have the markers as the position for the commands, but I can also use it for the decoration. Scoreboard, objectives. This is gonna be weird math. Operation. Or not objectives. What am I doing? Players. Operation. In theory, every second we've reset center, right? Like we down here we reset the border center Z and center X, so I can do math using them, and they'll be fine. The issue is I don't think any of the math I want to do involves them, so I think I need to store it somewhere else. Like, we'll just call it world border math because it doesn't matter what the value is because I'm storing the result. And I want to subtract the time left. Or wait, no. In theory, I want to take the time left and subtract it by... Wait, no. I want to take a constant and subtract it by the time left so that it gets smaller the longer the game goes on. And then there's going to be a limit eventually, whatever value I choose, where once it gets past that point, we just keep it at 1 or whatever. Or, yeah. I think that's right. So we need to set world border math to that constant beforehand, but it's okay right now. World border center pause X. Is that the... No, it's just center. The names are getting confusing. In-game data. Okay, but before we do that, move this up. We need to set... Wait. Am I being dumb right now? I need to use the world border center first. Oh, this is getting confusing. The side... This is gonna be hard to visualize. I'm gonna start writing this out. This is the center position. This is the edge. This needs to be a position based on the function of time. And let's say that the game's been going for 20 seconds. Or whatever that is in ticks. Right? Because we're gonna be dealing with ticks. And 20 ticks, we want it in this position. We need to take this center, subtract it by the distance. In some cases, we'll be adding it to get to like this side, and that distance needs to be calculated based on the time first. Oh no, this is getting more complicated. So the original side, yes, we'll for the side position for the positive x. For the positive x, we want to add the distance. So this is gonna be a plus. We're gonna add the center. This world border math needs to currently be the difference then. We'll calculate that in here. This is getting complicated. This, we're calculating world border math. We need that to be the difference. To get that, we need to... I should change this to just distance. Or size. We'll do size. It's gotta be cubic every time just because it makes it a lot easier. Uh-oh. Oh, it's storing it as 1 because it's constantly running. That's funny. Scoreboard. Players. Operation. We need to do the constant, which I'm going to just save somewhere. In game.data. Minus equal game.time game.data. But there's going to be a conditional later for that. Okay. Game.time currently has no value. So I'm just going to give it a dummy value right now. like 100 ticks or whatever. Something just like flew over here. Probably fine. We need to set this constant to something now. So let's move this up. I probably want to do this in batches if I want to do the Z at the same time, probably. Slash scoreboard, players, set, world border constant. Look at this. In-game.data. How long should a game be? That's what this should be, I believe, is how long a game is. From pretty much what I understand. Or I should say the max a game should be. I'm thinking maybe like 5 minutes max. Is that good? 5 minutes times 60 seconds times the 20 ticks is about 6,000. We can modify that later. But I think it's a pretty good value to start with. Okay. So now it's currently getting subtracted by 100 from here, if you're curious about what's currently going on. And then world border size. So it's 100 plus the center. Wait, this scale's a little weird, huh? 100 plus the center means that the center is currently at 6,345. Some of the math is not adding up. I need to do some sort of like division to like make this normal. To make this like not insane. The arena is 100 long, right? If 5 minutes is the max, which is 6,000 ticks, then at 6,000, the initial value, or the size should be 0 at 6,000. Right? But that means that when game time is at 0, the world border shouldn't be 6,000, it should be 100. So I think I just divide by 600? 6,000, because like 6,000 divided by 600 would give me no, 60. So I would get to 100. I think that's the right math. This is getting bad. 600 minus the game time. That's good. So right here, I need to divide the size after this point. Yeah. Scroll up. I think I don't even need to like store it weird. I could just do this. Oh, I'm gonna need to store a constant in here. World border size in game.data. Division with a new value. This name's a little misleading. I'm gonna call this max time, or actually we'll just name it something else entirely, because maybe we can let the operator change it. Is that a bad idea? Is that a bad idea if I let the operator change it? Game total time. It might be a bad idea, but it could also be really cool. Cool. So then well, it's funny. I need to divide game size then by the total time that has been divided by 100, right? Is that how that works out? So that it's a value between 0 and 100. I think so. Let's do that first then. We'll call it like I guess like time proportion. And we'll store it. I think this is how I want to do it. It's getting bad. World border time proportion, run scoreboard, players, operation. Oh, but this is gonna change the actual game time. I don't want to actually change game time. Thousand blocks out right now? Why? So we have a game time of 100. We're taking 6,000 minusing that, get 5,900. Dividing that by 100, right? So we're setting world border size to total time minus game time. Isn't that what game total time is right now? Yeah, okay, because that's what the operation's doing. But at the same time, we're setting world border size to that. So now it's 5,900. We set the constant to 5,900. Divide that by 100, which means it's like, what, 59? I need to check my math. I need to check my math. 5,900. Yeah, 59. World border size is then divided by 59. So 5,900 divided by 59. Wait, did I just make a thing that always equates to 100? So world border size should be 100, and then it should add to the center, and that should mean side pause x should be 100 plus the center, which it is currently. But it's not here, which is weird. Oh, wait, positive. This is probably not working either. I think I got rid of the marker on accident because we you know, set it its X to a score that didn't exist. I think that's a new one. Summon marker. Also, I think I just made some really recursive code that does like absolutely nothing, which is really fun. Wait, I didn't press done. Oh! He was there. No longer there. Why isn't it staying there? There's like a flicker going on. Do you see this? At some point, I think it's being set to a value that it can't be or something. This is staying in the same position. But something's going crazy. Also, why did it go away? Marker. Let me set the name in here to make my life easier. Why is it disappearing? Where are you? Let me see if it's even here. It's here. Position 0, 4, 36. Wait, am I reading that right? 36 is like here. And then it's X. Oh, it's at 0. Right? So it should be like. It should be like here. Or am I going crazy? Wait, no. Z is 36. It's over here? No, wait, over here. Oh, here you are. Wait, I wasn't flying far enough. That's kind of funny. Is this the right position? Wait, this is on the negative X side, isn't it? Let's think about this. So, side pause X is 545. So it should be at 54.5. But we're at X equals 0. So I think it's not working. Because X equals 0 is not the right value. So that's cool. Also, I'm also going to add a little thing here real quick. For this side, grab this. We're going to store its Z as just the center. Z. So, it's not world border X. It's world... Wait, is it the wrong... I think it's the wrong scoreboard. It's side... It's the wrong scoreboard, isn't it? Side pause X. Oh, wait, they're over there. Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Yeah, you're right. Without the pause. I am dumb and can't read. There you are. That worked. I'm shocked that this actually kind of works. I think the math is a little scuffed because I don't think the position will change with time right now, because I just did a really weird workaround where I'm dividing a number and then doing it again, and we always end up with 100. So something's not checking out here, and I'm gonna figure it out. Game total time is currently being set to 6,000, as that's the max that a game can go. But players might be able to set that. So, but we change it immediately right here. Wait, no, game dot time is separate. Why do I change game total time here? Now you just have to do it for the 4 edges and check with DXEZ. Exactly. The issue is that this math isn't actually working correctly because it's always going to be in this position, which is what, like 10 blocks away. So, do gotta fix that first. So yeah, This isn't gonna work here because we're doing an operation in game total time, and I actually want that to not change too. But we can fix that really easily by doing this. Ready for this? Whoa. Whoa, redundant code. Now game total time can stay at 6,000. Oh, and it got way closer when I did that. Is that a good thing? Wait, that might have fixed it. Because right now, the game is 10 seconds in. Wait, no, it should be way further out. Wait, I'm dumb. Currently, the game is in a state where it's at 10 seconds in. Or 5 seconds in. So it should, like, be all the way down there, like 100 blocks away. Is in theory. So let's check this out. So game total time 6,000. This I can remove, actually. We're gonna let the player set that. World border size. Wait. World border size doesn't get set before this, right? So isn't this always just subtracting something? World border size doesn't get set to anything beforehand. So that makes no sense. This makes no sense. It's like iterative. So I probably minimized to 0, didn't it? Oops. So current game time, if it's 10 seconds, I want to subtract it. I do want to subtract it from game total time, but I need to store it somewhere else. So we're going to store world border size as game total time right before this. Yeah. Execute. Store. Results. Score. World or game. Or no, yeah. World border size. Game.data. Run. Scoreboard. I think this is the best way to. Oh, I could have done it with just an operation. I like this better though. Game total time. I'm being weird, I know. Right? Okay, it's back over there. That's a good sign. So world border size is now 6,000. We subtract 6,000 from the current time, which is 100. So we're at like 5,900. We set world border constant to the game total time, so that's 6,000. We divide 6,000 by 100. So now it's 60? 600? 60? 600? Something like that? Wait, I can't do math. 60. So we take the world border size, which is currently 5,900, and we would divide it by 60 for some reason. Let's figure that out real quick. 5,900 divided by like 60 is 98.33. Wait. That kind of checks out. Except that it's not. Oh, it should be like. Okay, the scaling is a little off, but I think it's actually like working correctly. I just need to divide by 10 and not 100. I think we're so back. We're gonna add a new value for 10, and we're gonna change that. I kind of did this correctly. It got closer. How did it get closer from that? How did it get closer? It's supposed to go further. What? World border constant is 6,000. Divided by 10 is 600. World border size is 5,900. Oh, that's exactly why right here. So I should do it by 1,000 instead. And now I have a bunch of weird constant values in game.data. I just forget how division works. And now you should be way over here. Yes. I think I got it working. It's not because you divide. It's because I divide twice. Which means that it actually is like proportional. Okay. So now when I set game.time in game.data, to like, and right now the max is 5 minutes. So if it's like 1,000, that means we're like a sick through. We should be like a little bit closer. Did that move closer? Yes, 2,000. Like, you know, halfway through now. Ooh, you know, we're pretty close. And then, you know, once it hits 6,000, it's on top, which means that everyone's taking damage, which means they're not gonna last much longer. What happens if we go above it? Oh, it goes the other direction. Wait, does it stop there though? I want to see 7,006. No. We'll just do a little check. If it's greater than 6,000, then we'll do something a little different. I forget which one. There's one of these. When we set world border size to game total time, we do one thing. We subtract it by game time. We won't do this if game total time equals game dot time. Although it's gonna go past it really quickly. I could just use the and signs though, right? Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking this is gonna be so much harder. No, it's just if game dot time is greater than game total time. Now. Hey, you still went further than you should have. What did I say? Wait, if. Where did you go? Is it back over here? Hey, that's not where you're supposed to go. Yeah, I got the ant symbol around, but I just used unless instead. We can add a thing just right before, and we could just set game time to game total time. The next commands blocks execute. Oh, and the next one? I might just add another little thing. Anyway, good luck with polishing stuff. Thanks. You're gonna go? I'll see you, Sergio. You should come around tomorrow, though, so that you can play. But yeah. Have a good one. So, we're just gonna add a little command before this one. Right? We're gonna use this. Execute, and it's gonna be an if. And we're gonna, scoreboard, players, set. I could just set game.time directly to, game total time. It doesn't matter. Hopefully tomorrow won't be so late. I'm streaming, yeah, I'm streaming an hour earlier than this. I forgot to mention that part. My bad. Is the time is bigger than the max, you give the value of 0 of the score. That is probably an easier way to do it, huh? Where I just override and be like, world border size 0. Instead of all this finagling right here. We'll do that way. What do I still have this in copy? Okay, I still have this in the clipboard. What's funny, we'll do all this math every tick anyway, but then just like right before this one, we'll just toss this little guy in here, and it's just to if this score is true, run scoreboard players set world border size to 0. There you go. And no matter what happens to time, we're good. This is super cool. It's customizable and stuff. I gotta get all the other sides on it though. To make this easy on myself, I'm gonna set this to like a really high score so I can actually see these right now. And also moving this should move everything else. Let me test that. Yo, it's movable. That's really cool. We'll keep you there though. Alright, we need to do all the other sides. And they're gonna each take 2 of these, but it's okay. I'm gonna clone you, I'm gonna turn you into an impulse, and then quick stack. There we go. So, do -X next. Oh, I could use negative scale. That switches it, right? Compares to a recursive function to approximate the square root. It's not a big deal. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Wait, I have to also set -X in there, which I haven't done yet. No, you can't. Can I not do negative here? I hope so. We're gonna see what happens here. You need to subtract the side to the center. Wait. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know why I thought this would work. No, I'm already calculating. I'll calculate the center again myself anyway. Right here. I'm being so dumb. I'm calculating the -X as a new thing here. I'm being stupid. Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah. I know what I'm doing now. I just switched this to negative. And now side -X is a scoreboard that we're using. World border size is gonna change. Yeah. Do I need to do this calculation every single time? No. All I do is I set this score originally. I set positive X, negative X, positive Z, negative Z, all to world border size, and then we do all the operations. Which kind of sucks, but it's alright. That's what we do. Scoreboard, players, operation, world, border, side, pause, X, game.data equals world, border, size, game.data, right? Maybe an item display with barrier could be cool for the display. Ooh, yeah, I could just straight up do that. that's kind of funny. Or maybe people want something cooler than that. I don't know. We'll do -X, positive Z, and negative Z. And then with a high view range. Oh yeah, everything I place needs to have a pretty high view range. I forgot I can modify that. Thanks for reminding me. I throw this here, and I remove all this extra. Did something get messed up? It should be close. Why are they all at 50 right now? Oh, because I set them to the world size. Oh, this is not connected. Oops. I just didn't connect this yet. Wait, I didn't do any calculations for... No, wait, this is gonna work, I think. Where'd it go? Something's off. Wait, this is... Wait, am I being dumb? Wait. So, I set it equal to the world border size, and then, yeah, I add it to the center. Operation world border side, pause X, add center X. Wait, no, this is size. This should be the size. What am I doing? Oh wait, no, this is, I'm dumb. This is size. What am I? This should be center X, yeah. So that's right. Oh, wait. Are these both side paws X? I'm just subtracting it right here. I'm being dumb. There it is. We're good. I was being really stupid. Quick stack this. Now we're going to do positive Z. That's going to use center Z. And this is going to be negative Z. That's going to use center Z. Cool. This uses positive. This sets the positive side to have the positive X, the center Z. This will set negative X to have the negative Z and the negative X and the center Z. We now need to do positive Z, which will set its X to the center. And then we'll set this to side pause Z, right? That's what it's called. Yeah. Sick. And then we'll do negative X. Or negative Z. It's getting trippy in here. It's getting hard to tell what is what. This has been the most like math heavy part. Cool. Now let's get our new markers in. Here. And then wait, this is working. Well, positive Z definitely worked. Hello there. The other two, did they end up at 0, 0? I actually can't tell what the scores are set to because they're negative and they're at the bottom. Did you see the Minecraft movie? I did. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Whoa, I just zoomed in. Did you like it? Something's wrong with the Z's. Or the negatives. What am I doing with the negatives that are weird? I should sign these up. So what does this do? We set world border size to. You did see it? Nice. And you liked it, I'm guessing? You said me too. I think it's kind of sick that they used the Minecraft movie to show off the newest features that they were going to add indiscreetly. Because I was like, oh, this is so sick, I wish it was in the game. And then it was just in the game. Like in a couple days. That was pretty funny. Okay, set world border size to total time. Oh my, it's been a whole hour already? What? This is not good. World border size, subtract by current time. By current time. Yep. Constant. Set. Oh, I can't type that whole thing in once. You know what I mean, though. Set to total time. Right? Yes. Divide const by 10,000. Which is currently total time. And then divide world border size by the const. Yeah. This pretty much is just making a proportion of like out of 100 really, but is the size of the map luckily based on how much time has passed in comparison to the total time of the game. So it's actually not that confusing. I say as I type all these. Size set to 0 if time is past max. Oh yeah. This is side x set to size. We do neg. Do pause z. And then we do negative z. Good. This, yeah. Pause x, add center x. And this is obviously neg x, subtract center x. Right? Good. We'll copy this. Because this is pause z, add center z. And then copy this one. It should be negative z, subtract center z. Okay. Something with the subtracting isn't working though, because they're not over here. And I actually have no idea where they are, which is kind of a problem. Let's see if I can get their data. And I can figure out what position they were set to. Negative 39. Wait. Negative 39. We're saying like over here? Oh. That's a little far, don't you think? Then you're probably over here. Or a little bit further. Like over here. There you are. Something in my math is off then. Or at least I have to treat negatives differently. It's probably that thing you said earlier where subtracting two things is not equal to the negative sum of them. That probably is something to do with this right now. So if you take the center x and we subtract off... Oh, yeah. We need to take center x and subtract off the size change, not the other way around. Yeah. So I need to technically do like... I need to set negative x and negative z to the centers. And then subtract off the size. Hold on. And then... I think. Yep, they're here. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really understood that. I didn't really understand that math. I just realized that they were like kind of doing the opposite of what I wanted to do, so I flipped some of the signs. But that's looking like a pretty good world border. Now these signs are off. All these negatives have to go to... And then these subtracts. Negative x, subtract size. Okay. So now these will follow suit, I believe, when this moves. And they should also move as a function of time and do all that good stuff. That's nice. That's good. I'm really happy that worked. I will make honey candy at the same time. That sounds fun. I've never made candy before. So let's label these up so I don't forget these two. Oh, yeah, this is easy. Pause X, set X. Then this is pause X, set Z. I'm gonna copy these real quick into this slot and this slot. So now this is neg. And then this is also neg. And then this is positive Z. It's just sugar, honey, and water. That sounds nice. Never tried it though. Tell me how that goes. I'm sure it can't like just go like horribly wrong. Like it seems like kind of hard to mess up, but I'm sure it's happened. Scoreboard players. I'm also gonna remove the constants I don't use, even though I might need them later. So that's U10 and that's U100. Nice. So let's one we have to design the damage now. So let's do that. We need to. Do I just give them like do I just give them poison? Do I just give them poison? Or is that kind of dumb? You know, execute at the marker. MBT equals data equals name. And all these are world border side pause X. And then all we have to do, take this easy. Well, as at anyone tag equals player dot in game. For the positive X, it's just gonna be DX 1000. Wait, I can't use DX on the negative sides. Uh oh. Can I now? We might have a problem. I'm gonna test it this way real quick. I'm not in game. Hello, I should be in game and past this point. As anyone world border size pause X. Size, not side. Oh. What did I get rid of? I got rid of something that I needed. There's supposed to be oh, another one of these. Oops. You can make negative DX, can I? Oh, also this needs a. Oh wait. Wait, I'm being dumb right now. Am I? DY and DZ are assumed to be 0, but like I need DZ to like be infinite. Also, the map's max size on each side is 100, so I only really need 100. DZ will also need to be like 200, and I need to offset myself. This is kind of weird because of how cubes work. And then DY is, I don't know how tall this thing is. We'll just be safe with 100. Now this should work. Wait, I can't tell. Send message. Yeah. What I said? Is that what you said? It's the opposite. Huh? I'm confused now. But I do currently have it, so it will send a message when I'm past that point. Hey, we have a robot. Get out. It just does work, though. And I could just use the relative positions to handle everything. It's not an issue, thankfully. Not an issue we need to really worry about here. So, copy this real quick. We're going to do the negative, or we'll do the positive Z. In that case, this needs to be 100. This needs to be 200, and with this negative, it needs to be over here. Right? Yes. Oh, there's gonna be two highs. So the good thing about if I do it based on poison is that I can't give the effect twice. So if they do overlap in the corner, it's okay. That's the really good thing. Alright, negatives get a little weird now. Let's do negative X. So not only do I have to do negative 100 here, but I'm pretty sure I have to do negative 100 on the X so that this detection technically works out correctly. So yeah, right now I'm past negative X. But here I shouldn't be. Yeah. Also, are these all at center of blocks? Oh, they are. That's really nice. That's because I did it with the extra decimal point. Nice. And last one. We gotta do negative Z. This is weird. These are technically like in the same positioning, I think. Because I just have to flip these. There were so many chat messages. But yeah, now I'm past that point, so messages are sent. Nice. So I believe I now have this like volume sectioned off for the world border. Damage, pause, X. And then this is negative. This is positive Z. And this is negative Z. It may be boring just to give them poison, but I think it's actually the best thing I can do. Just so the overlaps don't matter. We'll do like no amplifier. Poison won't kill him though. That's the issue with poison. Is that like technically players can just still sit there. The other goal of this is to obviously push players out. If they are at the edge of the map, they can still sit inside the world border. Just at very low health. So I don't think I want to do that. I think instead I might tag them. Is that weird? But the idea with that being if I tag them, that could just do an isolated effect, whatever I'm thinking of doing. Probably like a damage tick thing where I just like deal a half-hearted damage every couple seconds. Add, and then it won't matter if there's duplicate tags because you can't add more than one tag. World border damage, we'll call it that. It also simplifies having 4 commands doing the same thing. Stop spamming my chat. Yay! In-game chat, that is. So yeah, now we have that all set up. To get rid of tags, I will just make it so that every tick, here, move this up, every tick as, we'll remove the tag every tick and then re-add it, right here. Do as anyone, player dot in game. Well, I should just do as any of them. World border damage. Yeah. Run tag at self remove. World border damage. Remove tag. So following the order, everyone past this point who is outside the world border will have a tag. We're just gonna make sure that they're in game so I don't do damage to those who are not. That damage. What I think I want to do is obviously we have to deal like just straight up damage. But I'm thinking of doing that like with a scoreboard counter, right? A new scoreboard. Another scoreboard. Where if if they're in or outside of the world border, it ticks down every tick. They get like 5 seconds, and it does like 1 heart of damage or 1/2 heart of damage. Then, which also means I'm gonna reset their score if they're no longer tagged here, or I should do that first. So anyone who's in game who doesn't have this tag, run scoreboard. Players reset their score in my new scoreboard. We need to make a new one. Objectives, add world border damage. There we go. So reset scoreboard. I do not know how to spell scoreboard anymore. No. Reset score. Oh, I still don't. That's great. Reset scoreboard for damage. And then we gotta do a quick as anyone tag. I'm just gonna copy what's down here. Save me some time. Except we want to execute as anyone who should be taking damage. So they have this. What I've just done. No. And we also want to check if world border dot damage. I want to see. There's a way to check if they have a score, right? Or like they don't have a score. I should, instead of resetting it, set to -1. Just way I know that I shouldn't do anything with them if they have -1. So if they do have -1 and they shouldn't be doing, and they should be getting damage, just means they are starting to get damage. That means we want to set their scoreboard to like 100, which means they're gonna, that's like the initial value, and we're gonna increase it by 1 every tick. You know? So set scoreboard to 100. Ooh, or do I make it do I make this customizable for the operator if they want to change how fast they take damage outside the world border? That's actually like a decent setting. Operation of world border damage equal to damage or ticks per damage, or yeah, ticks per damage. Game.data. There's a lot of options I'm adding for that I want to add for the operator, huh? lot of different options. I kind of want to do that next just so I don't forget them. But yeah, we'll set it to 100 right now. Set scoreboard 2 ticks per damage. You know, I would say set world border timer to max if not set yet. Okay. Sick. This should just be 0, like .0. That way, if it ever decreases to 0, we'll also increase it here. Although, wait, it should just be -1 right now, so that at 0 I can do damage. Right? Or should I include that after? Okay, I know what to do. 0 ... except we need to do the damage tick before then. So here. Otherwise, we'll have issues. If it equals 0, run F. Instant damage. Flaming told me the secret to this over here a little bit ago. Hey, you should be. I need to figure that out. For instant healing, if you set regeneration to 1 second of level 2, it heals you 1 heart or half a heart exactly. So we need to figure out the opposite. Maybe it's the exact same thing for instant damage. Or wait, it's probably gonna be different for instant damage. I don't know what I'm talking about. That instantly killed me. Uh-oh. I will respawn next round. Player.spectate. I'll remove player in game right now. For now. Down I come. Note to self, that was not the right amount of instant damage. Just 1. That's 3 hearts? Okay, no, it has to be poison then. Or, well, poison isn't gonna do enough. Is there not a weaker version of damage that will, you know... I could use the damage command. There is a damage command. What do I need to do I specify a damage type? I can do out of worlds because that is like ironic, or outside border, because that makes sense. Can I do negative damage? No. Okay, I can at least use this though. I was gonna say if I could use negative damage, that'd be nice for healing, but oh, I can make it by someone or at someone. That's funny. I just need this though. And that's how we're gonna do it. Okay. Damage. Myself. Out. Wait, will you out heal this? You might out heal that actually. Expired timer. And then the last thing we need to do is increase the timer by 1. All timers by 1. All I need to do for this is execute as everyone who have a score as 1 or greater. Run scoreboard players. Remove myself. World border damage 1. Objectives, set display, sidebar. Let's do the damage. Okay. So let's bring this back over to the mainland. Like here. Cool. Put myself in survival. Tag myself Let's do player in game. So I get passive healing, and I should also take world border damage soon. Let me get my heal up. I think the healing is slower than the world border damage, so it should outpace. Also, yeah, wait, taking damage from the world border prevents it. I think we're good. So I'm currently got my super slow passive healing going. I'm gonna leave the world border. At least I should have. I have world border damage, but it's not going up from -1. While I'm in here, I won't have it. Okay. That means I did something wrong. So we get the tag, that's good. Oh. No, that's right. This isn't working. This should be working. I'm in game. I had the tag world border damage. My world... That's a dot. There should not be a dot. There really should not be a dot. Oops. Do they all have a dot? They definitely all have a dot, don't they? It's because they have a dot there. Oopsie. But I did it here correctly. Well, wait. The tag doesn't have a dot. Where did I get the stupid dot from? Me and my inconsistent naming of things is my downfall. There we go. Oh, no world border damage for me. Now I'm outside the world border. Yeah, I'm taking damage. Uh-oh. I think a slow world border is nice. Like, the healing and the damage might seem slow, but they kind of need to be, because you're going to be fighting, and you're going to lose a lot of health that way. And also, players are going to customize this anyway. Or at least operator will. So yeah, now we have a world border damage, and then I come back in here, and no more damage. Yay! So, okay, we're halfway through. I need to give them a message, and we need to add something here so that this actually looks normal. And then maybe randomize center, but I also have a lot of other things I really want to do. I should at least let them know that they're in the outside the world border. Wait. Isn't there a command? This is definitely something I shouldn't use because I don't know it yet. I thought there was a command for like setting different vignettes and stuff. But I forget. Is that a thing? Is that a thing I can do? I thought that was a new thing I could do. I don't know it, so I won't use it. The epicness music of the success. Exactly. The timing's pretty good. Scoreboard, player, or objectives. Back that off. Okay. Message to the player. We can't use action bar because that's where that is currently. Do I just put it in chat? I wish there was like, I wish I could do the vignette, red vignette, because that's like really good. But I don't know if there's a way to do it without the world border. Is it an effect? Or particle? Isn't it? It might be a particle. The only reason why I mention particles is because that might seem insane, but the one other like player effect, the Elder Guardian, is considered a particle. Isn't that weird? But you know, so I thought maybe something else would be in here that I could use, but I think that's probably the only one that's like on the player that I could have maybe used. So that's why I thought it'd be in there. No, but I don't think it's any of these other ones. So I think I'm just gonna have to stick to a message in chat then. Okay, let's just do it. We'll just do it if anyone has world border damage and it's greater than 0. We'll do run tell raw. Oh, well, I don't want to do it every single time. I'll do it after every single time they take damage, which is when this will be 99. Or no, that doesn't make sense. I kind of want to display it over and over. So we could do it like at 20 and then just be like, it will take damage if you're outside the world border. So it's like, you know, right before. Or do I just have it set to 100 and then we have 100 the minimum? And then like any scores above that, it'll still say, warning, you'll take damage for 5 seconds from the world border. It might be get annoying that's over and over and over. Wait, there's a spot I'm being so dumb right now. We have a spot down here that executes every time the player comes from outside the world border. It's when it's -1 right here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm being dumb. Wait, not this. Use this one. Execute as anyone who is in the world border whose damage is currently -1. That means that you're about to start taking damage. And we gotta write a little message. This message I'm about to make up right now. In tell raw. Minecraft things. There we go. It's just gonna be like, warning, you will start to take damage. Or it should be like, warning, you are outside of the world border. Is that all I really need? You're outside the world border. You will start to take damage. That might be like too much, like too long. We'll do it like this. Warning. I can make the whole message red. I think that's better. And then we'll make warning in bold. And I'll maybe make damage bold. Let's see it. In game. Here. Let's try this out. There we go. There it is. It's every time I do it though, so it might get spammed a lot if you're walking between it over and over. You know? But I mean, it's good. It's fine. What else do I want to do? There's something else I wanted to do. Oh yeah, we need to do all the decoration stuff. Do I just do big ol' barrier? Issues, I think this might be hard to see. Because this has to cover a huge part of the map. You know? Like technically this has to go to like the top of the map, which is like technically 100 by 100. But obviously I'm gonna make it less thick. Hold on. I can't snap it to a block now. What happened? Uh-oh. I messed with it. Well, I'm gonna make it thinner. This just got way out of proportion really badly. It also doesn't look great. Properties. Free range. Can I only do 2? I could definitely modify that with commands, right? I can see it from far. I'll tell you that. The only semi-good thing... Well, here's the issue. It's sometimes fully opaque is the issue. It needs to be, like, kind of transparent. I don't think I have that option. You know what I could do, though? Huh? That's not too bad. Glass pane. It's like just a wall. And it won't look terrible. Because it's not like solid. How big is this side? I can't see because the text is in the way, but quite big. I need to make it like exactly 100. Well, I could just edit it. Scale. This needs to be 100. This needs to be 100. So what sucks is that the center is at this point. So what I'm going to do, well, how tall are we talking? Nice wall. Hi Thinfoot, welcome to the stream. Right now we're working on a world border. I have everything set up so I have markers at each of the sides, and right now I'm trying to make a thing to actually see it, and that's what the big red glass is going to be for, because it's transparent stuff. But yeah, how are you doing today? Let me remove my player in game right now so I can actually read my action bar, and we're gonna figure out how tall this is. 75. I see. Nice. Yeah. Do I want it to be above the wall? Probably not. But I think I don't want this bottom part to be visible because it's darker and it's harder to see through. So I might set it up so that this is still like 100 by 100, like it is currently. But it's just positioned in a way so that you don't see the bottom. You just finished streaming. How are you? What were you streaming about? What were you playing today? Curious. I'm doing good, by the way. Just a little stressed about time because there's a lot of things I want to do, but other than that, we're fine. If I go down, I have to go down 75. Oh no, 25. I was doing it right. That was the opposite direction. Transformation. Positive 25. I think. We'll have a little bit under the map, but I think that's fine. You can actually replace the marker of edge by item display. Played some Windcraft. Nice. Also, what do you mean by that, Raccoon John? Windcraft sound it's always been something I've like looked at playing sometimes, but never really did because like I think I remember hearing some things about it being like in development at the same time, like, and they're working to add stuff, but it's like not fully there or something. Not entirely sure though. I need to tag this thing. Oh, is it the culling width and height or something? To like remove the edges. What is this one going to be? We'll make this one the positive X. I'm going to use tags, I think, and then we'll just constantly place this at the marker. Hey, this thing, add world border buzz X. Like actually the edge of the world border are marker entities, but you can replace them by item displays, so you can display the border and make it a functional part with the same entities. Are you saying just by like I could take the coordinates I've already generated, turn them into corners, and then I could place stuff there? It does get updates. I think the staff are just like improving it a lot. Yeah, maybe what I was hearing was just old info, and it's probably better now. So if I'm trying to understand Raccoon John, you're saying like turn these into the corners and then place an entity here. My question is, what would be the good part of doing that? Because at least with this, like, side, it's easier to get like a side and put it there. you know. It's always been good as long as I've been playing. When'd you start playing? Duplicate real quick. Bring you over here a little bit. Slash tag this one. Do you have the old tag? You do. Remove that. Add neg x. I've been playing for a few years now. Oh, nice. How long has it been out? I feel like it was like relatively new not long ago. Oh, well, actually, it probably has been long, and I'm like just showing how long it's been since I've like heard about it. This is a chat warning for leaving world border. I can add the teleport over here as at and type equals item display. Time is funky, yeah. It keeps going. It keeps leaving and keep going really fast, and it's leaving me with like 3 hours and 17 left on this project right now. What was the tag I was using? World border. Like that. To at n type equals marker tag, or nbt equals data equals name equals. The more time you experience, the faster it passes by, for sure. And it doesn't ever really seem to slow down now, does it? And also, I think big thing about time is like it just passes more when you just make yourself busy. Like I feel like time could just slow down to an instant if you're not busy all the time. But who in this day and age isn't busy? Oh, I think I'm starting to realize the issue with the corners that you're talking about. Because once I put this here, this is gonna intersect and it's gonna be weird over here. I see exactly what you're talking about now. I think I just need to change the scale too then, right? So it's actually a square. Okay, this just got a lot more fun. Set pause X display position. I don't need these. Okay. Let's do negative X real quick. I'll still set this up, but I'm probably gonna have to change their scales and use something that I've already done. Or like some of the math I've already done. So now you're there. The world border's closing in. Okay, this is the right one. Remove world border, pause X. I'm gonna rotate you. Add pause Z. And then duplicate, bring you over here. Remove, pause Z. Add, wait. Add negative Z. There we go. Now let's grab these. I still have these on me. Nice. Pause Z is going to pause Z. Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get a little weird. No, you change the name of these. Okay, so I do now have a cube that is red, except that rendering is an issue, and that's because this is confusing, and this is kind of confusing. So we need to change that by changing the scale of all these so that they actually make a cube. Which shouldn't be too bad because I have some size, I already have like some stuff to set the scale based on. pretty much it's proportional to this distance. And wait, isn't it kind of the exact same as that distance? Like the world border size is, well, that doubled, I guess. Can I use the scale to do that? This will be simple. Yeah. I think I already have that calculated. Nice. It does just have to be double the value is the only issue. I can't do that through scale, can I? Scale only takes values of like 1, 100, or can I actually just throw like a 2? I could do store results entity myself scale for positive x. We need to change the z scale. Is that the right one? Let's check. Yeah, well, no, x. Okay, that's also nice. They correspond to their correct one. 0. What are they stored in? Let's check that real quick. I think it's a float. Yes. Yes. Float. Run, or 2? Run scoreboard players get world border size. I'm doing this entirely off the cuff. This might not be right. Game update. That is definitely not the right size. I probably got the scoreboard name wrong. World border size. I did not capitalize that beat. Is world border size set to the right thing right now? I think so. World border size, game.data. Oh, wait, this is big. 0.2. Right? Because I don't know if I can use the 2 is the issue. Alright, wait, let's go divide it in half. Or divide it by a 5th. That's right, though. Because down here, I do it by 0.1. What is it right now? Let's figure that out. World border size is 50. So if I divide it by 0.2, it's a float. Right, that's what happened here. So I don't know if this part's working. This is the wrong path. Also, this is probably not capital. Let's figure out what that is. Scale is not capitalized and transformation's not capitalized. Did I put translation right here? That's transformation. Yo, hey, Flaming Thunder, how you doing today? We're working on a world border because I figured that I should add one. And time's getting close. I got an hour left today. Tomorrow we're gonna be playtesting stuff, by the way, and I'll be using volunteers, so you'll definitely want to check out tomorrow. And we're kind of getting set up for that, and I have kind of a long list of doing stuff, and I want to do a world border because I figure that this is really important to do for balancing. So you're working on a minigame while the net's still off. Oh, nice. What are you making? Okay, good. We can copy this and do it for all the other ones. Neg X should be the exact same scale. Nice. And then pause Z should just flip this number. I just managed to win a puzzle minigame. Fun. Those always go nice. Wait, these aren't working. Oh. Oh. Did I tag them differently? should have just worked. Old border pause Z. That's right. Transformation at scale. Oh, I rotated them so they're actually all the same scale, which made my life easier. Now look at that. It's like a maze, which is the interesting part, but you aren't the one in said maze. Oh, is it like a control character type thing? Those are always, could get really interesting. Nice. There's an issue in this corner, though. I think. It's because the glass is thicker here. Maybe. Oh, wait. Did I mess up the scale? Edit. Transformation. 10, 110, is that right? No, the Z should be 1. Right, I messed up the scale. I am now using data entities than tag base. It's growing on me. Oh, what, like, instead of using a tag, you're just setting a name and data or something like that? There we go. Nice, this is getting good. Something you might think is pretty cool, Flaming, is that everything's based on this marker called center, so I can just move it, and it moves everything, and it's also based on game time, and it will just decrease linearly with game time. Which also means I can put this anywhere, and like center everything based on it. Speaking of which, I should test it. Oh, is it bad that it's colored red if one whole team is based on the red color? Inverted glass block? Oh. We could have done that, huh? Oh, glass is weird. Is that a problem? I forgot about this. Let me look at glass one. I also think of making it a different color, like maybe white, just because red is a team color. So not an inverted glass block. Not right now. The issue with this... What? Wait. Will that be better? Like, the hard part I think is probably the centering, because I have all the sides right now, because we use it for detection for damage, which I kind of like. But the weird part about this is if you're outside, instead of seeing it like this, which this looks nice, you see the opposite sides. Which is maybe kind of weird. Let's make it realistic to like what you would see. The scale needs to be like way more on the wide level. Maybe something like that, and also I need to change your scale or your view distance. Where did it go? Oh, wait, the scale got messed up. I'm dumb. These would be negative. Do we think it's better to see the opposite sides, or this system where you can see the sides you need to enter on? I think personally this might be better. I don't know. The fact that I also got this working, I kind of am biased to keep it this way. Which changes to white because I already have a team color that is red, even though that's associated more with damage. I don't want to use it because it's team color, yeah. The only thing that's kind of annoying is not being able to see glass from outside, so you could, like, someone might be behind glass, and I don't know if you can even see it. Trigger commands are fun after I figured out how to use them. Are you making a bunch of like crazy custom stuff? Here, I'm gonna my time in data like 2,000. Just double check that this is working properly. That's pretty cool. 4,000 is closer. Obviously, if it's 0, it's like in line with the blocks. I don't have to filter through the function files. Oh, wait! I realized that's really nice. That's actually a really great use case for that. Oh yeah, that's like the best reason to use the trigger command. Is it bad to see like a little edge of the thing? And then, yeah, just a 1. I don't think you're gonna see it to like 6, right? Or 10. The first block. 20. It's getting closer. It's like, yeah, once the first second passes, it's already gonna be here. Wait. Oh, no, it is visible over there. It's like just barely at render. Can I set their render to be larger than like it currently is? Or is the amount given to you in Axiom the max? I'm gonna extend this just by 1 so that's flush. I think it looks better. I just realized 3 hours. Yes, the time is getting close. I still haven't done like sprint mechanic or fix like the weapons or all the other operator stuff or build like 2 major parts of this. Yeah, no, it's bad right now. But instead I'm like kind of tinkering around and stuff. Can I make the view range more than 2.0? Merge entity. Where is it under? So final stream, I guess we do. No, I'm stopping at 2 hours today, because that's when I normally stop, and then it's gonna be a 2 hour stream tomorrow. But I'm gonna have playtesters, and it's pretty much just gonna be bug fix playtest day. Is how it's gonna work. All right, let's try to set the view range more than just 2. Maybe this works. It is more than 2 now. Can I actually see it from further now? Oh yeah, let's see everything blow up. Exactly. Hey, I don't think increasing the value anymore is gonna make it better. My only saving grace is just like render distance fog. I gotta do this thing. That's like sitting here. I'm gonna clear the sidebar real quick to make things a little better. We still haven't done this like parkour element that we wanted to do. Do I? I'm not tag. I'm gonna tag myself real quick with player.ingame. So I have these. I'm gonna probably call the world border like pretty much done at this point. Just cause I don't know what else I would do with it. Anyway, this area that I never touched. Let me put symmetry on. Let's do this real quick. World border center. It'd be cool to have custom centers. I have an idea for how that would work, but I'm not gonna touch it unless I absolutely know I have the time for it. But also, it might be unfair to some teams if it's not at the center. So even though I spent a whole ton of time making that work nice, it's okay. Do I make this more round? Oh, is the symmetry working? Yeah. I made this thing not round, and I kind of hate it because everything else is round. So maybe I make it round. This is like weird round because it's not round out here. So let's make it round out here real quick. This is gonna be very, very quick. I'm taking just like a small section. I was gonna do it all out of glass. And I'll have to refill the colors and stuff. Yeah, this is getting bad. Let's do it this way. And I want to do the layer underneath it as white concrete. So I'm gonna lift everything, I think. And then I'm just gonna make glass parkour. The idea with this is that it gives people who are good at parkour a way to escape from players in the middle, maybe. It's gonna be like a point of contention or something. Oh, and if you're wondering, Flaming, the whole ideas we were talking about yesterday with like shop and power-ups, that's just not happening. There's not enough time. There was no way I was gonna be able to do it with the time I had left from the start of today. I spent 2 hours making a good world border, so I think it's worth. And I still think my list of things I want to do is kind of ambitious. I just kind of need to tie up the very loose ends. Maybe two hours of playtesting might be too much for something this simple, but I'm just preparing for it to all explode. Because it probably will. Okay, that's cool. Wait, I just used a whole bunch of fancy stuff, so nothing duplicated over here, did it? Dang you. I had to manually place these for it to work. Okay, well, guess who's gotta manually place these now? This guy. Oh, and these all are... That's great. Guess who's gonna do it all? Yeah, me. This is kind of inefficiency central, this whole thing. Oh, I broke something I shouldn't have. It's okay. Now I got fast break and everything's good. I don't think whatever I make here is going to be that impressive. Loki just said I left the spot for later, and that was like probably a really bad idea. I should have just made it then, even if I didn't know how the wind charges were going to work. This is pretty much the point in which we realized I was probably pretty inefficient with my time. But it's okay. I accept that. Good? Good. Now, something interesting. So how high can you go? Like that high and like that high. Let's do like pillars maybe? It's always pillars, isn't it? But the idea is that I want this to be a little bit more messy maybe, because everything's pretty like straight and ordinary. So maybe it's a little different this time. Except that this kind of looks bad because it's too not normal. No, I shouldn't switch up the style. Because now this looks pretty bad. Let's not do that. You know what? Take it away everything I just said. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. Here we go. And then let's replace this with concrete. Maybe. Little weird. It's a little weird. Maybe it stops here. That's probably a little better. And then we could do something like larger here. That goes up higher. Well, I'm gonna go back to listening to music and not listening to streams. My load is draining quick. All right, Flaming. Good luck on the map. Thank you. I hope to see you tomorrow, though. Start time 1 hour earlier than this one, just cause. But yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow on here because we're gonna be playing if you're available. Have a good one. Have fun developing. Let's get this tall. Guys, now that the builder's gone, I can make things that look horrendous and he can't judge me. If I can. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, your internet might be not having the best time, so I get it. Alright, so something, bunch of tall stuff. This doesn't really feel like parkour though, you know? It feels like that part is missing, maybe. Reality is though, I just need to cover it with something. This needs to be taller, like up to this point. This point. There we go. And then like this down. It's like the weirdest way to build stuff. Right, okay, this looks weird for some reason, like that pattern. Doesn't look normal. Whatever. Let's bring it down then, maybe? That's better. For some reason, having it in line with that made it look really weird. What did I just place? I just placed 5 glass blocks over here. How? How? The best part is that this will be entirely invisible in the world border. So wait, can I actually... So the idea here is that to get to the other side, you would have to get up here and then be able to like parkour up. Can you do that still from over? Oh, you can just go from that part to that part. Maybe we do floating stuff though, because it looked cool. I had rotate off the whole time. Or symmetry off the whole time. Are we being serious right now? Everything I did in that case to... Well, it's a good thing. What do I do? What do I do? The symmetry is going to be weird if I try cloning it because I have to rotate every single one and there's 8 of them. Do I just replace it with something else and then switch it back? I don't have to do the floor again. I have to do the floor again. No. I'm being tortured. It's okay. This didn't take too much of time. At least I found out now. No one warned me I wasn't using symmetry. Good. We need that block destroyed. I know what I'm doing is probably really inefficient. That's okay. Okay. Place this all with a block so I can place it again. Hey, not you though. Oh wait, that side's visible, isn't it? I don't want that. Symmetry is on this time. It's weird to see like normal blocks when everything's been super minimalistic. Okay. Turn this all quick. Hey, not you though. Yet. We'll do you next. Hey, not you either. Wait. Okay, did that work? Can I just double check that it actually worked? Okay, good. Here we go. Here we go. It's funny. This is just like a little perspective thing. When I do most of my other projects, whenever I have like big lapse in time, in judgment of like how long things will take me, it's always very easy for me to just go, okay, I will just fix this, and I can fix it as many times as I want before something gets out there and it's released. Don't really have that freedom with this project, because like, if I did mess up a whole thing, it's like, well, okay, I'll just take the extra time, and it'll be out eventually. Not here. What happens is what happens, and that's it. And that's it's a little scary, but it's also a little nice, because I don't have to spend more time on this. Once it's done, it's just done. Can't say the same with all my other projects, Here we go. Oh, I definitely just got the wrong block right there. Wait, that's also too high up. Okay. That should have been all of those blocks. Let's do all of these real quick. Yes. All of this needs to be concrete. Except like this spot. That's good. Okay, all of these. Replace. Nice. Go from here up. Look at that. We're doing good. I just have all of this to do now. We do the outside. And then we'll do everything on the inside. Yes, I do have to pretty much rebuild everything I've already done. That's the annoying part. And the fun part, though. Okay, now I just need to remove all the extra air gap that is visible to the player. Not down there, though. Oh, that's concrete. Oh, and that's glass that's already been set. That's nice. I'm already following along so well. Here we go. These spots next. There we go. Now all back in with glass. This is a lot of work for something pretty mundane, but it's alright. Someone's gonna use it and like it, maybe, possibly. Oh, this entire middle got set to that. That's good. Not. Here we go. You two, you, all of you. This entire section. Oh, you said try with an armor stand a little bit ago, Chiller and Arena. I didn't see that part. What were you referring to? Was it with the it's probably something with the world border, I'm guessing. That was from. I forget what part though. I'm sorry for missing your message. Okay, so I'm thinking like I would either do a third bigger thing here, but I think that might look weird, so I kind of want to do it like in the sky, like floating. 'cause I think that would be cool. Oh, that's extra blocks I didn't want to place. Like up here. It's gonna be kind of tall. Oh, broke something. Fast break gets me again. Do something where it's like lots of glass here. Kind of sculpt up here. Gets a little bit thicker around this point, maybe. And then, you know, we surround this. The midpoint's like here. What do I want the middle to look like? This, maybe? 3 out? Okay, well, we got a bit of ways to get there. This is gonna look weird if I don't scale it a little differently. Because I need to thicken up these parts. So let's go down like a few more. Let's go down 2 more here. I finally have time to actively watch the stream. No school tomorrow, so I'm not in a rush to go to bed. Nice. Best part about that though is I only got like 40 minutes left. I'm only going till 2 hour because that's my time to go. So not the best timing, but you still have some time here though. Welcome back. So yeah, right now I'm designing this parkour area that we talked about me doing, but I never did. Actually, I'm gonna remove these parts because I don't think I can make them look good. And I'm kind of rushing because there's a lot of other stuff I wanted to do. We at least have a world border system in. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a sprint system. I think because there's a lot of other stuff I also wanted to have done. So, and I might prioritize them first. Okay, so now we got 3. I want to do 2 more up here. This is kind of high up. That's good though. That's the point. So now I gotta copy whatever I did down here. So 2 more past this point. Like this. I think. This needs to go 3 out, so 1 more. On that 3rd one, we go down to just star, like this. I should probably try to see if this actually looks good before doing that. Wait, let's chop these off. Wait, these parts off. Give it more, yeah. Oh, that, there's not enough room for that. Because if I do the same here, it's just like too short. Let's extend the bottom here actually, like this, and then yeah, bring these up 1 here. I have helping a team out since they needed me for my Redstone skills to help them finish a so-called war gear until tomorrow. It's a German community, so you likely never heard of them before. I have not. That sounds really interesting. For redstone skills for a project. That's nice. What does it like entail? I need 2. Like this. And then after the 2 star, we do 2 square, and then so like this. And then like 4 like this. This is getting tall. This is like way above the map. 4, and then I did 3 down here. That's a little weird. What if I did 3 and 3? Yeah, it's better. Like that. It looks pretty cool actually. I don't hate it. So like player will be able to get up here, up onto this thing. Now that's a spot. High risk, high reward. It's basically 100 by 100 by 60 cube filled with TNT cannons that go against one another. OG war gears and fight until no one's left for either side. Oh, nice. 100 by 100 cube sounds pretty similar to something, but no, that sounds really fun. Okay, I'm gonna do the color thingy, and I guess I'm calling this thing done. It does its job. That's all I need. Okay, we're setting black select. We need all of these. Grab that corner. Grab that corner. There we go. Replace white concrete. Light blue concrete. White stained glass. Light blue stained glass. There we go. You have a limitation for cannons, like no dispensers, limited amount, and you need to build shields to counter the opponent's cannons. Yeah, I've heard of something similar to this you're reminding me of right now. I think they called it like, I don't remember the name, but the basic idea is that there's like two teams and they're on the other side of like a stone wall, and they would just have to make a TNT cannon with like kind of unlimited supplies, but maybe sometimes limited against each other, and fire it off. And I remember those from like the OG days. I'm guessing it's something similar to that, just like in a box though, from what I'm hearing. That's done. Clear selection. Place white, yellow. Place white, yellow. Nice. Clear selection. These ones. Place white concrete, lime, concrete. Place white stained glass, lime stained glass. Look at that. That's a thing that is now here. It looks kind of weird. Cool. No, you build your workers in creative without any time limit. Once it comes to fighting, you pace yours and opponents theirs, and then you fight in survival until either team fully died. Yeah. I gotcha. So they're not obviously still pretty different game modes, but still like somewhat similar. Like similar. I get, well, all it's really similar. So you're just launching TNT from cannons that you make. Okay. Do I do stamina something? While we're building, let's go make the team selection room like an actual presentable thing. I'm outside the world border. I'm gonna start taking damage, guys. Oh, I need to make sure that message doesn't pop up when you're first, like, if the game's not even, like, running. I never labeled these. It's whatever. Where's the chat message? Chat warning for leaving the border. I need to make sure. What's it called? Sending you screenshots in the stream chat over on Discord. Yeah. Whoa! It's like a full-on cube, like mechanized cube. That's crazy. So yeah, they're really using the space that they're limited to, huh? If score, we're gonna use game.time in game.data. You know, matches 0 and above. That's just so the message doesn't show up if the game's not even running. Okay, the room I need to make is this one. Because there's just nothing here. And it looks bad. Let's hop over to this. What's thicken this up. Although team select is limited to this size. Well, we'll put the walls here. Yeah. It's not gonna be anything like super interesting. Also, this shouldn't be wool. This should be concrete, because everything's like concrete. I could show you the damage it does to a full endstone cube. Endstone is the strongest block that can be destroyed by TNT. Yeah, so they're just like sending it out all over endstone, or like people are using it. I swear I understood the game that you described earlier. I swear. It's just not centered anymore. Oh, we're good. Stop switching my team. Back over this. I'm gonna put this in the corner because it's gonna look nice, I think. And then we gotta go up with the walls. Oh wait, I can extend. What am I doing? But yeah, if you want to send the screenshot in chat, you can go ahead. Is this weird? I mean, it's something, I'll tell you that. I should probably go to black, right? Maybe I do it like a pattern. Throw down symmetry real quick. Flip, flip, rotate. And then I can do this now. I kind of want it to like go in the other way. No. This way. That's better. Except I never did these corners. We'll just do this real quick. Same height. One more block. That works. Alright, now this is a thing that exists. Woo! Player select. Woo! Or team select. / team leave. I need to turn this off. Just in case. That took so long. I need to add more operator settings. It also looks a bit different when it has its shields. Oh yeah. Do they make the shields out of endstone? It makes sense to me, at least. Okay. The operator settings. I want to add an option to leave this room. There's nothing to leave this room, which is funny. Leave room. This one's gonna be quick. / TP p tag equals operator, and let's copy the one from the end of game, which should be like teleport players to spawn. We'll copy this position. Oh wait, no, that's not the one I want. I want the one when they stop spectating. Over here? No, it's intermission. Oh, I'm in here now. That's like the worst possible timing ever. You're spectate. Yep. This one. We're gonna teleport the player to this location to leave the room. Nice. And then I also want to add an option to no longer be operator, which will probably be over here. I'll call it unassign operator, or I should just call it deop yourself. In which we take this real quick, and we'll teleport you back. And then right afterwards, / Oh, execute as anyone. Tag equals operator. Run. Remove. Or tag. Operator. Oh. Where am I? Done. So now I have operator. I think did I press that button on accident? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's sending. Yeah, I could tell. Dang it. I don't have the one to quickly make this go faster. I think it's select.time? Maybe? Let's try it. I'm gonna use a get first. Give it data. Yes. What? Oh. It didn't teleport me. Oh, I wasn't on a team. Oh, I need to handle that somehow. I'm not on a team. Am I? I broke everything. You don't need execute as. Yeah, it's probably redundant. That was a single shot of 20 TNT, including acceleration. What? There's a massive chunk. Just gone. That's insane. I didn't handle the whole someone's not on a team thing. And those are the shields. Those are crazy looking. TNT stuff is just something I never really got into, so I don't know the best of anything, but to me that looks crazy. Okay, how do I get out of this? I'm not on a team. Join a team? There we go. Oh, that's because 2 of us. Something. I'm not sure what happened there. The entire war gear is called Cat with Down Syndrome. This is now a React stream. You might be distracting me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. Grab this, but it's okay, because I asked for it. I was one of 3 people who built it. Nice. Okay, I need to get everyone out who didn't get a team and put them back in the lobby. And also untag them. Yeah, in here. How do I select these? Oh wait, I have it over here, I think. Remove heal, damage reset timer, infinite. Oh yeah, team select. Team select tag managing. Team, okay, if they have the tag player dot team select, that means that they're over there. When do we remove that? This is the reason for the odd name. That does look like whiskers. I could see that. Q as anyone tag equals player dot team select tag equals player dot in game. Ooh, that was one of the really early designs. Good name though, or like I guess it was iconic enough to get the name from there. Okay, if this runs, all the players are out, right? By this point, it activates commands that should send them into the game. How do I make sure that this doesn't select players who are on a team? Because I can't just do this. Because then if I do it for all of them. But wait, will that work? Actually, like if I do this and then this, I have no idea if this will work. Also, we built the entire thing in like 3 days, and about a week on top to fix everything and make it compliant with the rules. So like 10 days. It must be a nightmare to design. I have no idea, but yeah. Okay. We need to remove. This is another redundant moment where I can just tag remove player.ingame. Right? And then anyone who has doesn't have player in-game and are still in these rules, we will need to TP them to the position we had over here. It was like 2 hours a day in the week and about 8 or 9 hours on the 3 days. That's hard math. Like 14 plus like 24, 34 hours. First and only. First try is crazy. Probably. If it's your first ever. Okay, we're grabbing those. I could use team equals for no team? Really? I always wondered how I would select no team. That's how it works? I had no idea. That has stumped me for a long time. I had no idea that worked. Okay, well we can test that now. This command, we're gonna actually move the angle up a little bit so they don't hit the button. Like that, or down I guess. That's better. So if I start team select, teleport in here. Currently have no team. I'm back here. And no one won. That's funny. That's because I had no one over here too to actually win. Except all of these are still on. How do I handle this? Because here's the thing. No one has in-game, so the game just like the dead detection just doesn't work. I could make it so that if dead detection equals 0, right? That means there's no one in the game. We could do this. Maybe. Could you set to 0 after every time? Oh, I think rounds are increasing infinitely now. Because no one's score is increasing. And it's constantly a tie. This is complicated. We were 4 people that worked on it at all, but realistically it was only me and the one other guy that built the whole thing. Some donated a few cans and one built the main part of the shield, but the rest was us too. Even more impressive. So I should probably leave this as just 1, and if it's 0, I should just set like all these to stone. Right? And disable it that way. And for team equals for anyone on team, that's also really useful. Thanks for that. That's one I also didn't know how to use. So if it ever matches 0, then we're gonna do another quick set block, and we're gonna set like this. We'll do one here. I don't want this chain command block anymore. I want this. Sorry, it was 1 a.m. at my place. I fell asleep, so I will sleep. All right, bye, Raccoon John. Go and enjoy your sleep. It's not team equals 1, but team equals exclamation point. You said it wrong, just making sure. I've read the text. I knew it was exclamation point. Whatever I say is at liberty for something. I have no idea what I said. It goes right out my head. So I probably did say that. Good end of project. Bye bye. Come back around tomorrow for the real end of the project. But thanks for stopping by today. I appreciate you having you here. All right. So now this is doing that thing. We need to set this block to stone. Real quick. We need to set this block to stone. Like this. And throw that in here. And then last one, we need to do this one. Yoink, in here. So yeah, game will actually automatically turn off if no one's in it somehow. 17 minutes left, and that's definitely not enough time for everything I wanted to do. I think the stamina stuff works. Like, I don't think it's gonna make a big difference if the players have speed the entire time. I wanted to add more operator settings, and that's kind of a quick thing I can do. That is nice. So, yeah, let's, what's it called? Get rid of these real quick. I'll just move like the second half of wall over a little bit. Maybe like here. Quick extrude on this. Fill the walls in. And let's grab these. I want to do one. We'll separate it so there's like a grouping. Scoreboard players reset asterisk objective to reset a scoreboard. Didn't know that one, but I just removed the scoreboard and added it back to fully reset a scoreboard. I actually needed that yesterday. Which is 2 commands versus 1, but so it's still more inefficient the way I did it, but it's fine. Move this one more over. So there's 4 options here. This is going to be oh, you did tell me how to do that, huh? And I just like didn't listen. That's fun. Sorry. Scoreboard players set. There's 2 ones that I had I wanted to be able to modify. Objectives, set display, sidebar. What was it? Game.data. It was ticks per damage and one other thing. World border no, it was ticks per damage and something else. Oh, game time. Or game total time. We'll do game total time first. And game.data. 6,000 is 5 minutes. So 5-minute game time. Do you think anyone would want anything shorter than this? Why would you ever listen to your audience? It's actually the only reason why I've been able to do this project is because I've been listening to you guys. I'll tell you that. 5-minute. I could see 10-minute maybe being used. Still, no wall of ideas. I made my own at some point. I've been looking at it a little bit. Because, building in Minecraft is inefficient. Should I do, like, a really short time? Like a 2-minute? Is that fun or interesting? Where it's like the world border is just gonna move, like, insanely quick. Here, let's move these down. Is this the saved one? This is the saved one. Shame on you. My bad, I'm sorry. 2 times 60 times 20 is 2,400. 2 minute. Is 2 minute 2 minutes like really short? I don't know. Maybe you want to play a really short game. I'll give the option. Why not? 2 minute game time. And then I should just set one that's like super long. Maybe. Blitz round with fast moving border that stays like that for a bit to give time for the final showdown would be nice too. Oh, timer got messed up because I was just doing math. My bad. It's 2:12. I have 12 minutes. Adding a delay between phases would have been nice, but I don't know if I really got time. No leaderboard? What do you mean? If you're talking about like counting total game wins or like player kills, I don't know if I'll have the time for it. Hold on. We'll do like a 15-minute game is like max. You can already change how many rounds, or I should say round time, not game time. Round. 15 minutes, like you don't care about the time. If you do that, you're kind of crazy. And so this one was 6,000, 12,000, 8,000, 18,000. Cool. I should add a divider so you can tell that those are like different settings. And then I also wanted to do ticks per damage so that the world border does more or less damage. How many spaces do I have? If I wanted to do, I kind of want to do 4 options on this side too. So it mimics that. Wait, 4, 2, 4, and 2. 15 minutes if 3 of your players camp with a sniper and 1 guy playing super close range. It just takes forever. Who knows, maybe someone wants to do that. I'll extend it by 2 more. It's all about options. It's all about options. Maybe I should make this go up all the way. So it's like cool. So right now we have like 5-second damage. Maybe people want it really quick. So like, is 1 second crazy for world border damage? Like world border damage. Because default right now is 5 seconds. I feel like shorter times than 5 will be used more. Insta kill would be an option too. 0 second. Yeah. I think anything longer than 5 seconds people wouldn't really want to use. So maybe I do 5, 2, 1 instant. And then instant. I'm also gonna add a thing so people know the default. I'm gonna do the same over here. I think this is default. It's default as in recommended. I should probably change that to say recommended. Not default, but recommended. And then do 10, 30 if you want a really flexible. So like 10, 5, 1 instant. I think once you get past 10, you'll heal faster than the world border, so there's no point to it. And I think at 10, it's like still pretty much useless because you'll heal fast. Oh, wait, no, the healing timer gets reset when you take damage, but you'd still heal in that case. So it kind of has to be less than 10 seconds. Because if it's exactly 10 seconds, you'll have a chance to just heal right before you take damage over and over and over. Anyway, I think these options are good then. For recommended round count, there's actually like 15, even though there's not really one. Or like 10. Let's do 10. I should make it so that when you start team select, you go in there too automatically and like remove this section. If it is between ticks, then 5 is a max. Yeah. But if it's before the first damage tick, a bit longer would be fine too. I don't know how the timing circuits all work because it's just repeating command blocks and they are technically every tick. And like when they start, it might be synced, it might not be synced. I have really no clue because I think they're separated. So it's just like up to the game, whenever the game starts. So at least with this option, I'm guaranteed that it's fine. I need to set ticks per damage. Inside game.data. 100 is 5 seconds. This is 40. I've not tried it with 0. I have no idea if that actually works. So why don't we test that? Actually, we haven't really tested anything I've developed today, huh? Well, at least you can get to see how it works, Jack. Maybe just like set this to the, let's do instant to test. We'll do the shortest round time so it goes quick. On blue team. I didn't summon the guy. Wait, while that goes on, let's summon a guy so that I have someone else in the game. You, sir. Get me in here. Here we go. What class am I? Long range. Cool. Alright, 2 minutes. So the world border should come in pretty quickly. Let's see if I actually got this to work properly. Give me up. Oh, there it is. It's coming for me. And it should be instant damage, so we'll see. The glass does go invisible, which is kind of annoying, but I don't think there's any way around that. It's coming! Okay, let's get inside of it. It's as instant as it could be. So I do it 1 damage at a time. I have left the confines of this world. Good. That is as fast as I can do it with the current damage system. I think that's good. I'm not going to test all the other settings. I'm just going to kill myself real quick. Or I should leave the team to quickly go through it all, but it's whatever. I'll just do it this way. It's cool that all that just like worked. Red wins. Wait, red's not up there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Red should have been up there. Are you the highest score? Is it because I use @A? Yeah. Okay, that's not a problem. Hopefully not. I could switch these all to @E if I really wanted to. And I can test it real quick. Wait. Oh, he wasn't in the game. My bad. Let's get him in the game. There we go. Oh wait, he might still not get in the game because of the system we set up to like take players out who aren't in. Actually, no, it's fine. Okay, now we're in. And I'm gonna /team leave. Hey. Good. So I have to fix the damage thing. We should do that now because I told myself I was gonna do it and then I never ended up doing it. We've done pretty much everything I was looking to do except anything stamina related, and then making sure that the damage doesn't fall off based on travel distance. I have 2 minutes though, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Hold on. Why am I building this? I can just go get one. I'll just go get one. I'm being stupid right now. Here you are. How do I get data from this without it going away? I should use the long range so that it lasts long and I can quickly grab it. What is it gonna be called even? Like, what type is that? Is it just firework rocket? There we go. Hello. All of these firework details. You have life. I think that changes your damage. If I just made it so snipers just had like infinite life, that'd be nice. Making shotguns decrease, difficult. I think I could do this though. Here, let me just grab some samples of it. How does life work out? 43, 37, so it increases. If I just set that, I mean, life would, I think setting its life to just like 1 constantly will make it so that it can use its damage, although I think it would have infinite range. Do I want to do that? It's also a whole thing where it's like, if I modify this, then people might get confused that it's not consistent with the game. And that's a little scary. Or is it fight to... It's... it's tough because I just don't know how this works. I really don't have the time to like figure it out now. I think vanilla might be fine. Even though it was kind of like a thing we wanted to do. But you know. And this, like, both these are things I'm okay with just not doing. And like the stamina mechanic as well. Of like it having a decrease. I don't think it's that broken if you're able to just always run fast whenever you sprint. I think it just helps the map, honestly. And this is totally not me coping with the fact that I only have 10 seconds left of today. What's gonna happen is, while the stream is done, 3, 2, 1, pause. This is not where I'll be tomorrow, because, well, for one, when I relog, it's gonna put me back in spawn. But two, from now to the next stream, I gotta set this up and put it on a server and stuff, because tomorrow is playtesting day. Make sure you're here tomorrow to come and playtest. Anyone who is in the Discord stage or, you know, is communicating there, I will find a way to get you on. And we're gonna playtest tomorrow from the start of the stream to the end. Make sure there's no bugs. And then here's the cool part: if there is no bugs, I could still develop some of these features. It's not set in stone. The only thing with that is anyone who does come and playtest, please be like nice and like well, for one, you're gonna be stuck in adventure mode the whole time and have no operator perms, so don't worry about that. But don't say anything weird in chat, please. Like, keep it PG-13 like it is here on Twitch. I will kick people from the server, ban people from the server if not, so. But with that said, it is time to end stream. Thank you guys for coming by. That was the second to last one of this challenge, which is insane. Version, this is 1.21.4 Java edition. You just need a vanilla copy if you want to play tomorrow. I'll have more details for you tomorrow as well. But yes, let's see if that's really the last time you will do will do this. This is definitely not my last challenge. I trust me, I want to do more challenges because I have other ideas for really cool game modes I can make and stuff. But it also just depends on my time. This took a lot of time, but it was fun and it's gonna be worth it, I think. Thank you for coming by. I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow it's gonna be an hour earlier than today, so it's gonna be 3 p.m. EDT. If that helps you, I'll post it in the Discord as well. If you want to come by, you can come by as early as you want, as late as you want, even after the 2-hour mark. I'll probably play some games after as well. If you just want to hang out and chill. The good thing about having infinite player size is that technically as many people or as little people can show up as they want. So, you have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.